there is no evidence, none at all, of the specific day that Shorty Pop was killed. What's up, everybody? It's your girl B Octavia, and I am back with another video. Today will be the first video of the day. I will be starting my double uploads again. I just wanted to get all the content out that I needed to get out. The first video of the day will be me venting about Shorty Pop and my big brother. This can be counted as Shorty Pop Part 3, and this will probably be where I leave it. In this Part 3, what I wanted to tell you guys, or what I wanted to vent about, is there is no evidence, none at all, of the specific day that Shorty Pop was killed. Doing my research on Shorty Pop, I found just about everything down to the alleged people that he killed and why he was killed in retaliation for a alleged killing that he caused, an alleged murder that he caused. I found all of that in my research, but I was unable to find the specific day that he was killed. And why this is important to me and why this is bothering me is specifically for a person like Shorty Pop. A person that is known, his name is known in the streets and probably will be known in the streets forever. I feel like it should be public information, or it should be somewhere in a blog. Within my research and doing research on Shorty Pop or whoever, any snags that comes in the road, it really does bug me, and something like this does bug me because I want to mention it. And for him to be the most wanted man or most wanted individual in the district at that moment in time, it really just baffled me that I could not find anything. I could not find anything on a specific date. Now, what I did find was that blogs were saying the early 90s, and I don't really feel comfortable with just being general like that. I like to be very specific on the person that I'm talking about. And it bothered me that everybody just kept going with this early 90s thing. Another thing that I found was, I found his obituary. And I mean, I know a person face change and maybe it's just a difference in cameras or whatever the case is. That didn't necessarily look like him in the picture, but I digress on that. It probably is his obituary. And the name on the obituary was different. It wasn't Sheldon Watkins, but, you know, I feel like once a person is in and out of jail or whatever the case is, and they pick up the Muslim religion, they do change their name, so it might have been that. However, if that is his obituary, his service was held May of 1992. That is it. That's all I found on, you know, a more specific, to give me a better time frame. You know what I'm saying? I want to know everything. I want to know if it was snow on the ground. I want to know if it was breezy. I want to know if it was a nice day. I want to know what season it was. And that should really be important to people when blogging, when doing research. You know what I'm saying? Don't just say early 90s, because people want to know. For the people who want to know, saying early 90s is not going to give me, like, my head goes to 90 to 94. So anywhere in between that can be considered early 90s to me. So that bugged me. And like I said, him being the most wanted man or individual in the district at that moment in time, I would just think that there would be some newspaper article or something from an archive of an old newspaper or something that says DC man who was wanted for such and such murders is deceased. You know what I'm saying? Just something. And it just made me realize how small and minute people and events are when they just keep going on and on and on. If they keep occurring, it seems to me like people are not going to keep covering the same things. And I do like to switch it up, but I feel like talking about people who are no longer here is therapy too. I feel like talking about people that are no longer here, it's important to do. You know what I'm saying? It's important for this generation that's coming up. It's important for people who have made the same mistakes and still don't see the error of their ways, you know? So it really does bug me that there was no real specific date of, you know, Shorty Pop's murder, and we still don't know that. Now, what y'all can do in the comments, you know, if you know personally, but you may still, it was so long ago, as people say, that, you know, you may not remember what day that was. But regardless of that, I wanted to mention my big brother in this as well. My big brother's name is Steven, and he is unfortunately no longer, you know, on this earth. Steven was born in 1979, and I wanted to include him in this because he passed away November 30th, 1994. I wanted to include my big brother because, number one, I feel like we have a spiritual connection. You know, my birthday is the same day that he was taken off this earth, and I take it now as a blessing. You know what I'm saying? It was very hard for me at first to really understand, to really see it as a blessing. We have that spiritual bond that can't be broken. You know what I'm saying? I feel like God knew what he was doing with placing me on this earth on the same day that he was taken away, you know, to give my mom some type of, you know, relief on that day. So I take that as a blessing, and I'm happy to be here for that. I tried finding articles on my brother's murder because he was murdered at the age of 15. Now, him being murdered at such a young age, I would really think, and I really thought in my mind that there would be something, because it's not common. You know what I'm saying? It's not very common that children die. It's not very common that, you know, young teenagers die, and especially at the hands of someone else, you know, like gun violence, you know. So that's not a very common thing. So I just thought that maybe there would be something, and all I could find was that the murder rate in 1994 was 399. And so in my mind now, that's really all I can remember, is that in my research, my brother was a part of the 399 murder rate, and not a part of it as far as causing it, as far as I know, but he was a part of it as a victim. And it's a very tough thing to realize that there's really nothing, you know, internet wise or even old articles and newspapers that can just give me some type of connection to him on this earth. You know, it's only so many pictures that I have. But with me saying that, I did want to say that within the coming months, I will have my first real documentary coming out on my brother, just to honor his name as I wanted to do all of these years. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's only right. And at first I wanted to honor him for my mom, for, you know what I'm saying, for her to, you know, have some sort of relief. And I'm still hoping, and that is still my mission, but I want to honor him for me, you know what I'm saying, for my eternal peace. That's what I want to do. I want to dig deep into his story and his life as far as I can go. And we just gonna leave it like that. If you do see this video and you are from DC and you were running around during the 80s and 90s, I should say, and it stops at 94. If you knew a person named Stephen Miller, I'm going to show a baby picture because that's the clearest one that I have. But I want to start this journey in seeing if any of you knew him. And not so much as knew what happened with his murder or anything like that. I just want to get a closer bond with my brother. So, if y'all knew a dude named Stephen Miller, and it wasn't no dude, but you know what I mean, a young cat named Stephen Miller with a birthmark. It's covering like half of his forehead, basically. It's a distinctive birthmark, okay? If you know this person that I'm speaking of, please hit me up in the comments or email me or DM me on Instagram. You have time. Whenever you seeing this, just make sure that you do it. But that's what I want to do. I want to honor my brother, and I wanted to tell y'all my plans because my ideas are in the works, you know what I'm saying? So in order to get everything rolling, I just want to start this now, and let's just see what happens with it. I definitely will be coming out with another video, and that will probably be part 1 of the docu-series or documentary. And as a YouTuber, I want to take this to a whole another level, a whole new place. So make sure you like this video, make sure that you subscribe, and I will have my PayPal information in the description if you want to donate to the cause. And the cause is my first professional documentary in the works. Alright? Alright. So, it's your girl B. Octavia, and I will see you in my next video.